Once upon a time, the fourth grade had a teacher named Miss Goggins, who not only was very ugly, but had a temper. The boys and girls in the fourth grade never had any fun and just sat there, scared. Well, anyway, that's how things were until the morning the gorilla came calling. I'll tell you about it.
I don't know what is the matter with you children this morning,
Miss Goggins was saying.
You are stupid, unruly, disobedient, and vituperative. We shall continue with the singing lesson.
She seated herself elegantly at the piano.
I had a little doggy and his name was Mr. Jiggs. I sent him to the grocery store to fetch a pound of figs. A half an hour later he came running back and said, "The figs look rather green, my dear. I bought a bone instead." That is our song for today. Now, let's sing it together. Are we ready? And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Stop singing! One of you is off key. Jasper Jones. It was you. Report to the principal's office for punishment. The whole class will remain 3 hours after school. Silence! We shall sing.
But at that moment, there came a knock on the door. Now, Miss Goggins never allowed visitors in her schoolroom.
I never allow visitors in my schoolroom. Whoever you are, go away. We shall continue with the singing lesson.
But there came another knock, and before Miss Goggins could do anything about it, the door flew open, and into the room, with his hairy arms swinging back and forth, walked a gorilla, the most ferocious gorilla you have ever seen. The huge animal came straight toward Miss Goggins.
Get out of here. How dare you come into my room? You aren't a real gorilla. You are only Mr. Hobson, the manual training teacher, dressed up in a gorilla suit to fool us. Get out!
And she gave the gorilla a big shove, and shoved and prodded him along to the door and out into the hall, and slammed the door after him.
Silence. That was not a real gorilla, and you are stupid children for thinking so.
But the children weren't listening. Through the window in the door, the gorilla was staring in at them. Now suddenly he raised his powerful arms and brought them down, crash, against the door. Well, this time Miss Goggins was prepared. And before the gorilla could open the door again, she went marching over with a hammer and nail and nailed the door tightly shut.
Mr. Hobson,
She shouted.
I shall report you to the principal. Go away. All right, class. We shall sing. Are we ready? And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. I had a little doggy and his name was Mr. Jiggs. I sent him to the grocery store to fetch a pound of figs. Half an hour later he came running back and said, "Silence! You look rather green, my dear. I bought him."
gorilla through the door.
Silence, Mr. Hobson,
said the gorilla, and he came suddenly crashing through the door. And with his hairy arms swinging, came straight for Miss Goggins.
I told you to get out of my room,
said Miss Goggins.
I shall report you to the principal.
Report me to the principal, said the gorilla, removing his false head. And who do you suppose he really was? He was the principal of the school himself. Miss Goggins, he said, one morning of each year I wear a disguise and visit the schoolrooms in order to check up on the teachers without their knowing who I am. This year I wore a gorilla suit. And I have seen enough this morning to convince me that we don't need you in this school any longer. You are fired. Get out. Get out. And Miss Goggins went running over to the closet and grabbed her hat, her fur, her umbrella, and out the door she flew. And it was the last the children ever saw of her. Of course, such a thing could never happen nowadays, because there aren't any more teachers like Miss Goggins, are there, children?